News just coming in, at least 4 explosions have rocked the Ukrainian capital city of Kyiv, with reports of 2 major blasts in the city center, followed of course by 2 further blasts and attacks close to a metro station. In fact, we were earlier showing our viewers pictures of a railway line that was also attacked. Now, terrifying footage appears to show the enormous blast in the early hours of Thursday morning, with reports of a white flash that was streaking across the sky. We have, of course, also been hearing air raid sirens have been sounding in the city that is under siege from the Russian army. There have been reports that seem to suggest that a 40-mile-long convoy of Russian armored vehicles is on its way to Kyiv, the capital city. We have also seen the kind of defense that's been put up by the Ukrainians so far. What we are hearing, of course, is at the moment that these 4 blasts took place early this morning, I think, rather Thursday early morning, India time at least. And there you can see it. That's the huge flash of light that is being reported in Kyiv.
Absolutely. Even as the massive Russian military convoy is making its way to Kyiv and shelling in the city is intensifying, Ukraine still is holding on to its capital city. But along with the raging war, Ukraine is also experiencing a humanitarian crisis, and the world seems to be stepping up its efforts to send aid to the war-stricken country. In the latest update, the World Health Organization has supplied medical aid to Ukraine.
The first shipment of medical supplies to Ukraine by the World Health Organization is set to arrive in Poland. WHO Director General Tedros said that the shipment includes 36 metric tons of supplies for trauma care and emergency surgery to help 1,000 patients, as well as other supplies to meet the needs of over 150,000 people.
There is an urgent need to establish a corridor to ensure humanitarian workers and supplies have safe and continuous access to reach people in need.
WHO's country representative in Ukraine said it was difficult to find drivers to deploy oxygen supplies.
Under the current situation, it's difficult even to find drivers who are willing to drive and to bring the oxygen from some of the factories which still have reserves. But as was said before, 3 of the factories are now closed as well. So there are reserves still.
The kits being sent to Ukraine include skin grafts, as well as equipment for amputations and other major trauma operations.
The equipment list, in terms of what's landing today, includes, sutures, skin graft equipment, equipment for doing major surgery, unfortunately equipment for doing amputations, for bone grafting, for bone wiring, for all of that. And I think this gives you the graphic nature of what's happening. These are ordinary civilians being broken, and the health system is going to have to put them back together again.
WHO also condemned unconfirmed attacks on health workers in Ukraine and stressed that medical needs remain acute. Agency report for Republic TV.